Hey, CHEM 2P20 students, Ian Gordon again here. This time I'm going to do a SciFinder database presentation, just a quick and dirty presentation on how to use SciFinder for this particular assignment in CHEM 2P20. And make sure to check out the presentation video, which goes through PowerPoint slides. I'll show you where they're documented. That helps you to know more of how you do the assignment and why it's important, and go through each one of the questions. So let's jump in. Here's the Brock homepage. Omni is here, an advanced search for Omni as well. Make sure you search that. When you're looking for articles in our collection, most people dump the title. They put in the first 5 words or so of the article, and they look for the articles. And then when you click on search, it takes you to links to, we would have maybe more than one link to find articles. If you find an article, 9 times out of 10 we'll have it in our library, in our collection. Don't pay for an article. This will value it and vet it, and you can export it, save it, or download it, or grab the PDF as well. So let's go back to our homepage. News on about the library, where to get help, how to contact people, and other services as well. But if you go to the research guide here, listed by faculty, chemistry is what you're looking for. And again, here is my book of consultation and email guide, tabs for different things as well. The list of databases and the scholarly style guide that may be important to you, ORCID, citation management software. But here's these PowerPoint slides I used as part of the presentation video. Right now you're looking at the YouTube SciFinder video. And then there's a Google Docs Word form, which is also in Sakai for the form you need to fill out for this assignment and submit. And then for Professor Pilkington, here's the sample answer set that I used for her that you can use to crib. It's not the one you need to hand in, but it gives you a sense of the answers that we're looking for as well, for questions that you can help. Number of tools you can use for writing and citing is here. The guide is here for Guide to Scholarly Communications. Quick reference tools for how to do style, or you could Google them and how to do that. Zotero links here. Geez, you got to use Zotero. Book a consultation, and we'll work on Zotero so that it works at your end. Help with writing guides and things as well. But let's go back to articles is where we need to be. Different databases, Google Scholar, SciFinder, other tools and videos that you could use. First of all, SciFinder is here, but register for SciFinder. So here's the guide that links you to SciFinder. Just go through it, fill it out. Then it emails you a link. I think you need to validate as soon as you're doing this. Then remember your username and password. So I'll go back, I'm not going to use that since I've already registered, and I'll jump into SciFinder. So it authenticates as you move through here for your Brock ID. I won't show you that because I'm already registered. It asks you for your SciFinder account information every time you go in. So it remembers my username and password. I just use it, so it remembers I used it. So I'll click on OK. It allows me in. I'm in here, and here's the SciFinder in link. We won't be using it, but eventually this term, or probably next, you'll be used it. And it asks you, what do you want to look for? Again, here's the tab I showed you. You can explore by reference research topic, a Google-like interface to look for keywords, author, which we'll use, document identifier, if you know the DOI or the title of it, chemical structure, molecular formula, substance identifier, we'll go over that as well, and reaction search as well. So we're going to jump into question number 4, assuming you've got your faculty member and you kind of know what you're looking for. So we need to go under author name. So last name, I know it's Pilkington. I don't want to look for alternate spellings because I think that's right. And I know M is the initial. I know it's Melanie, but I don't know what variant forms. And this is one of the answer questions you had. What other initials and forms do you use? Or do they use the full name and initial? Let's search, and what it does is it goes through SciFinder. Wouldn't it be nice if there was an ORCID ID? You could just click on it and it would take you right to it. So it tells you M. Pilkington, and if you look here, it tells you the number on the right-hand side of citations. Now I know Melanie, so here it is, and if you can't see it, but it's 133 citations. So when I variant think, what am I looking for? You see the different formats here? I click on Get References. So for Melanie or M. Pilkington, M. Pilkington could be Mark or Martha, I'm not sure. And you could refine or analyze to do that, but I'm just going to take the 151 that's here. So question number 4 says number of references for this researcher, 151. Click on the SciFinder category button. So you can click on categorize. And what it does, it takes these 151 articles and kind of clickable links what substances and topics they use. So it's a good browsing through to find keywords of what research areas they use. I'll cancel that. But the assignment says analyze by database. So analyze is limiting and filtering without giving you the answer set, whereas refine is it gives you and forces you to filter using that particular tool. And for substances and for reactions and for research topics and for references, it gives you different types of filters and refining categories. So we want to, it says analyze by database, analyze by, not registered number, by database. And it says there's 104 of these 151 citations. You can click on this and grab them, are from CA+. So it looks like Professor Bilkin does most of the research, though there's an overlap between the two, in chemistry as opposed to applied health sciences or Medline. So there's the number you need to put in there. So always go back to the breadcrumbs. You can go back here, but 151. I didn't click on show more or get that answer set, so I can go back and refine. So it says refine these 151 by document type equals patent. So how many patents does this person do? So I want to refine, again, different topics, give different answer sets, refine by document type, and ask me patents. How many patents does this person produce? And I'm actually going to click on refine and get the answer. 1. So it would link all the patents. Is that relatable? And clickable links that include the substances and reactions that you get. So 1 is the answer there. So it says go back to the breadcrumbs. We're going to go back to these 151. And we want to find, and it says limit by get substances. So get substances, so there's 151. Get substances to find the number of substances for all references. Okay, get. So for these substances, now it could be a huge number for some people, maybe not so much. It found how many substances there were. I found 1,042. Okay. Then I says get limit by get reaction. So it says go back and we'll go back to breadcrumbs 151. Limit by get reactions. So of these 151, oops, my fault. Get reactions. Limit the number of reactions for all citations. And I found 1,664. So there's the number J answer for question number 4. So let's go back to question number 5. It says search SciFinder or explore by selected author name. So explore, we can do it again. Just do it again just to make sure that you can see how it works. So, I mean, you can use the breadcrumbs, Pilkington, M, because we don't know it's M or Melanie or MK or she has another initial. We'll get these here and we know pretty consistent use of name. There's no other Melanie Pilkingtons, which is kind of neat in this database. 151 we got. So what do we want to do is, in question number 5, we want to explore by selected author name, then limit by get substances, so get substances. Retrieve all references, limiting results to preparation. So we want to get all references. We want to look at the preparation of these compounds that we're getting, a subset. And you can sort these. So there's 650. You can sort them by registry number, number of references, meaning most to least, molecular weight form. So you can analyze these and filter them as well. So let's limit by, and then this is up, meaning going up, going down. So the copper and cobalt and other tools. So you want to get something that's, and you can browse, see something that's interesting. I can't remember which one I picked. I picked maybe this one, so it tells you the number of references in SciFinder, number of commercial sources, and reactions that you can get for this as well. Go to the next page if you want. So it tells you to pick one particular compound that looks interesting, that's not too common but not too complex. This looks interesting. So if you click on it, it tells you molecular weight, compound, other names, variant forms, properties that you could use. And so for this particular compound, you need to find the IUPAC number, name, which is here, the molecular formula, which is in the Hill substance formula. And then you can go to the other one, and then you need to find out the CS registry number, which is right here at the beginning as well. So as you go towards the end of these, and I wanted to show you this, is see how there's only 1 or 2. So these are very unique compounds, complexes. I don't know how to name them, so you don't want to pick that. You want to find something that has lots but not too many references. It's unique, but looks interesting as well. There's question number 5, and then make a screenshot of this as you get it as well. So let's go back to these 151 references as well. So question number 6 is, take this substance, go to the library chemistry page, and then look for that under PubChem. So take that number and look to see what it, and then grab the compound CID number, and then put in that URL as well. So let's go back to SciFinder. Question number 7 says, search SciFinder by Explore. Let's start again. It's Explore by substance identifier. So there's many ways you can search for a substance. You can put in a document. You can search by chemical structure, properties. So you can actually put in a CAS registry number. And so, I didn't get one before, so let me grab one. Let's grab one from these articles. I'm just going to grab one. That article's too new. Let's go back. More references. So it's good to write these down. Let's grab 119-61-9. I won't pronounce it, but it's this one here. So let's go back to where we were before. So Explore, substance identifier. You can actually put in the number as well. So I'll put in 119, hyphens make sense. So this is a unique number for this particular compound. That's called a CAS number. Search, should only be one entry for it. There you go. You can look at it again. And it tells you, it asks you a question. It says, click on Get Substances, note in the previous, click on Get Reactions. So we're using this, we want to get reactions, result to a product. So we only want to look at this as a product, but you can look at it in other forms. Analyze by document type. So let's analyze over here. Analyze by number of tools. Look at them all here. Document type. We only want to find journal articles, so let's do that. So journal articles are here. So let's grab those. And so that you can take these. So there's how many journal articles are there? Gets references and get these references that are listed here. So you have to find one organic synthesis that looks best. We found the first one, but you can find a number of them. They're all listed here. So you can browse through these, find out which ones are important. You can limit by document type, or you can refine by anything. Product yield, classification, reaction classification, or you can analyze further. It gives some suggestions, but you need to find one particular reaction. There's 8,443 to look at. Again, you can search for these structures, and they're all clickable links. I mean, you can send these into chemical structure, you can search for reaction, you can search for the references. But if this is what you're looking for, cut and paste this or take a screenshot of this. But then you need to take this particular source and identify it and cut and paste it below. So it links always to a reference, like I said. So here's a item with the title, authors, items. You can click on it and get the full text of it here if you wanted to. But it asks you where it's from, and it asks you the question, is this a CA+? It tells you CA+, so it's like chemical abstracts as opposed to Medline record. How many substances are identified? Well, lots of them, but count them all. It's too bad they didn't give you a number. Wow, this is a lot, like almost 100. Write them in. How many authors are in this particular paper? They aren't clickable, but in SciFinder, and they'll be clickable. There's 1, 2, 3. How many that are there? Write those, or look at the full text of the article. It'll tell you that. How many concepts are here? Well, here's the indexing concepts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So look at all those and add those up. Lots of concepts for a complex article. How many cited references are there? Sometimes it'll tell you at the top, but yeah, if not, it'll link to them right here. So count these. Geez, looks like it's about 30 or 40. And then you need to go to Web of Science to find out how many times it's been cited as well. So what I would do is I would cut, paste this title or the first few words of it or the DOI for it as well. The DOI is right here. I'm going to cut the DOI. I'll copy it. I'll go into articles. I'll go to not SciFinder. I'm going into Web of Science. They're not in alphabetical order. They're kind of in loose orders. It doesn't ask me to authenticate because there is a database that's freely available as you subscribe to it and authenticate from your Brock ID here. Just takes a second to bring up. So I'm going to put not only the title of it here, you can put the author in here, but if you wanted to, you can search the court collection and look up a document identifier, and I'm going to put the DOI in. So I cross my fingers, and hopefully it'll find it. Yes, it does. So from this database, again, it doesn't have the structure, it doesn't have the reactions, it has keywords and abstracts. It tells you there's 46 citations, and it has yet to be cited, maybe because it's so new, 2020. The answer is 0. If you can't find the article in Web of Science, put 0 as well. So that's the answer to question number 7. Then again, take this to a citation style manual. And what I do I'll show you Zotero for you. I'll get rid of this for now. I'll load my Zotero account. That's no one I know, just a screensaver I've got here. So here's my Zotero, and I'm going to click on CHEM 2P20, and I'm going to put in the DOI. Rather than push it in here, I'm going to paste the DOI. And what it does is it goes out, and it finds it, and puts that information here. So here's that article, author, title, abstract, and I can right-click it, create a bibliography, use ACS, then cut and paste it and put it into my database as well, or my answer set as well. Does that make sense? So let's go back to where we were. SciFinder. So that answers question number 8, the citation and all the sorts of things you need to do as well. Question 7 I meant. Question number 8 is a bit differently. So question 8 asks you to search by explore. So let's explore by substance identifier, then by chemical structure. So here's the editor that you need to know that works. It works well, but if you click on edit, I know it works for me, and it brings up a palette. So you can draw it, put things in. I'm not a very good drawer. Or you can click on here and ask you to put in that registry number that you were looking for before. And I wrote it down, 119-61. Yours will be different. And 9. And I click on OK. Since I know it validated, it should work. And it actually pulls the structure in. So you can search it as a structure, an exact structure. You can add, subtract, you can freeze rings, you could add different chemical compounds and search. And this is really how a synthetic organic chemist works, especially on the bench. You click on OK, and it clicks on it's there, and it clicks on search for an exact search. It tells you how many 339 substances here. It says you can certainly add or change, configure the structure, search by structure, and add what an exact search is. So it tells you the answer that is. So for that one structure, I could play around with, but for an exact search, I found 339 variations. And so that's where you freeze atoms and only allow substitution and do substructure, structure search. Just imagine, but each one of these compounds is linked to a series of articles that can help answer a good research question, especially for synthetic organic chemists. So just to review, let's go back to where we were. Research guides, chemistry, articles. You need to use Web of Science or Omni or Google Scholar if you want, but really you need to get SciFinder. You need to register for an account first, use it, and use it the way I've used it to answer questions with numbers, or to get reactions or synthesis, or use the structure search editor as well. Make sure SciFinder works, make sure the structure editor works. If not, reach out for assistance. Hopefully we can help you so that you can complete the assignment in a timely manner. So good luck with this. All the best.